Hello, everybody, and welcome to the to the MCA Season 4 Free Shock PRs. I am Blue Fusion, and I am joined by some of the mod team here today. Jakar, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jakar.
And then we can have Aiden introduce himself.
Hello, I'm Aiden or Apocalypse, whichever.
And then Tito can introduce himself as well.
Hello, I'm Tito.
And then lastly, I don't think he'll be speaking in the PRs, but I do want to point out that we have Speedy and Nicole joining us today as well. And one thing before we actually jump into the teams here, how we evaluated these teams was we ranked them all on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. From there, we compared the averages of everybody who filled out the form, used that as the primary ranking method. Then for tiebreakers, we used the variance and the median. And without a further ado, shall we jump into the first team?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Tell us who's in number 14, Blue Fusion 321.
We have Mary in the 14th slot.
Oh man, the amount of hell we're gonna catch for this in every chat once this gets released is gonna be insane.
So I think this team is better, I guess, than you guys think it is, purely because, and I didn't elaborate prior to recording why, but I think it purely because Corv, Clef, and Swampert is probably going to be very hard for some teams to break. I don't think it's necessarily good, but I think people will have difficulties with it if they don't have a strong team.
I could see that being an issue for sure.
Now, with that being said, round 1 and 2, Chi Latios. I mean, wow.
Well, it was a Terra Chiyu. That's no
it's
longer
still
here.
bad.
Listen, I never said it was. I was just.
That's in fact, I think that's worse because it's a Terra Chiyu and you shouldn't be wasting your points on it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that would add a lot more value in the team. I think their Terra captains are really cool, though. Arcanine and Hisui Terra can do a lot of work.
Yeah, I do like.
I agree with that.
So Arcanine a lot.
I think this team has pretty solid rockers. Like, I think all 3 mons here can kind of click rocks pretty freely. Spikers is kind of tough.
I think Swampert is going to be bringing rocks 8 weeks out of 8 weeks, or you will have no rocks. Because I don't think that Clef really wants to bring rocks, and I don't think Arcanine, when it's your Terra Cap, ever particularly wants to bring rocks, unless you're not planning on Terroring it that game, which she might not be.
I think
What movesets do you
can.
not pack rocks on with Swampert anyway? I mean, I guess AV sets if you really want to run that, but
Yeah, if you need AV. Several sets, I would say, because like Yawn flip turns pretty good.
I will say he lack of spikers here is a bit unfortunate. Me personally, I like to have at least one on my team, but
yeah, I think particularly it really helps Raikou, which I assume you're terroring frequently.
I would imagine so.
The speed tiers in this team are okay. I don't love Raikou as a terror.
Yeah,
but it makes the speed tier a lot better.
it definitely could be worse.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. No, go ahead, finish up.
Oh no, I was just gonna say you can run like Sunny Day shit on this team as well, which is cool, but yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I was gonna say is just mostly in general about like most of the PRs, at least this specific PR. A lot of the time, like yes, this team is ranked 14th, but I don't think any of the teams in this division are necessarily like bad. I mean, that goes
No,
same
yeah.
case for any division, but this one, looking at the results,
This
was
is
like,
easily the strongest division that we've covered so
yeah,
far.
every
right?
result was like really close. So while this team is 14th, it's not what you would like look at like
Yeah.
when looking at, oh, what's the worst team in a div? Like, this isn't usually the archetype you see.
Yeah. Yeah. This is very true. Yeah, Arachnid Arcanine is cool. Head smash,
Yeah.
anybody? That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Choice
I
band
feel
headshot, head smash with web
Choice band
support.
headshot. That's you talking my language now, buddy. Yeah, I don't know that there's much to say about this team. It's kind of like, you know, you got your special breaker and your physical breaker, you got your defensive core, and then you got some guys around it to try and
Set up or clean.
yeah, just do some shit. Like it's got roles, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a very role-defined team.
I don't like that there's no grounded poison, especially with defog only as your removal. That's something. But
Yeah, I think that
the
is
Lilligant seems a little off-putting.
specifically annoying that no grounded poison right is the Raikou. Oh, that could be.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's too many mons that care tons about that.
I think Pert and Raikou care a lot about
Hurt
that.
and
to
Riker
be
are like the
honest.
only ones that really care.
But I think
Yeah.
Pert in
Yeah.
particular really fucking hates T-Spike, so I think that is a good point.
Like there is Okidogi on the board. I get Lilligant for the sun vision, but I don't know.
Okidogi is probably better than the Ligan here.
Yeah.
That could be a good shout, actually.
Like your team isn't super ground weak. Considering you have 2 immunities, resistance and Arachnid. I know that there's like technically 3 weaknesses, but 2 of those are Terra Captains, so they're kind of like fake in a way. So I feel like Okidogi would go perfectly fine on this team.
Yeah,
You also
that
have
could be
switch in
pretty
for
good.
like psychic types. You have a switch in for psychic types, switch in for ground types. I think you're fine to just go pick up Okidogi.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good shout. That's a
Yeah.
decent shout.
hmm
Yeah,
I think it
don't
has
know.
so I suppose not with hustle, but the point I was about to make was that I think its physical presence, as in Okidoki's physical presence, is a bit stronger, but I suppose it's more reliable than having to rely on
to
hustle,
run
I
hustle.
guess.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
hustle. My strong suspicion is that she wants it for Healing Wish.
Oh,
Probably.
True.
That is my strong suspicion. That feels Mary-esque. Jolly,
Also-
you might say.
One thing I think that should kind of be pointed out with this, even though there was a 24-hour period for free changes anyways, but I do know during the draft she did have some difficulties looking at the dock, so I think her draft turned out a bit untraditional in the sense that it was not her plan initially.
I mean, maybe, but we bumped in. We gave her the sheet when she asked for it, and she did still take GU Latios round 1 and 2. So I
That is
I
true.
don't know. I don't know. I think I mean it's very much a Mary team, and Mary is a good player, so we shall see. We'll see what happens.
Shall we move on?
Let's do it.
To Nathan's team.
Yeah.
Right off the
I'm not sure how I feel about this one.
yeah, I like everything like belly bolt and above, but after that, I don't know. It's a lot of randomness.
Yeah, it is a bit, but I quite like this team. I went back and forth on this team a bit when I was ranking it, and I slowly moved it up in my rankings. I don't think it deserves to be this low in the rankings personally, because I like you say, Tito, the top 6 is good, and Skarm is certainly a steel type. So that's the thing. A steel type, but you don't care about the lack of rock resistance, right? Because of Tusk. And then you've just got like Hazards. Umbreon's a good generic bulk, low tier, and then Quaxwell is obviously there for the secondary spinner. I think Quaxwell has actually got some utility to it because it's surprisingly bulky with an Eviolite. But yeah, I quite like this team. I think it's got 2 good Terra Caps, especially because you have D speed, so Iron Moth is not. It never feels the need to run the terrible booster speed set. Yeah. Backs. I think the thing is, I saw Backs. I put it. I rated it like a 5 or something at first, and I was like looking at it a little longer, and I looked at Backs. Backs looked back at me, and I realized that where there's a Backs, it's a way. And I put
That
it like
is
7
true.
or something. Yeah.
I do think the top 5 is very solid, and then I think the 2 mods that follow are also solid bonds. I don't know why this team just confuses me a little bit.
I think
I like it.
the
I don't think it's
ending being a bit of a
bad.
mess, right, is like
Hmm.
it's sort of confusing because, like you say, when you look at the top 5, you're like, sheesh, okay, big dog, we got some guys going on here. And then it feels a little bit weird after that, but I think the fact of the matter is, you're only bringing 6 guys to a game anyway, so you're always bringing at least 4 out of the top 5, and then you just pick and choose between
Whatever you need.
yeah.
I do think like the top 7 are really solid. I would like the Belly Bolt a little bit more if it was Terra, just because as a pure electric type, it's not as great, because then ground types do just kind of switch in on you for free. But then I'm 99% sure that Carbon can Umbreon are here for types.
Yeah, they almost certainly are.
Like,
Because
that's
the ghost
the
type is
only
really tough
reason.
without Umbreon, right? But which is
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
because Umbreon is like usable as Spectre / Pulp check. So
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Spidops, probably only here for webs. Waxwell, just to have another spinner, I guess.
and to have a water, by the way, that's your only water type.
Oh, that is crazy.
Which
Oh,
is
that
really
is your
funny.
only one. Oh.
Which I don't think is a big issue because
No,
obviously
I
water
mean,
is like the second best type in the game or whatever.
The defensive backbone is solid enough here, so I don't think it matters that much. But I feel like the points could be allotted elsewhere to potentially shore up some of that. But
Maybe.
otherwise, it's a solid team.
I think it's
it
just a-
looks a little odd, but
I think it's going to work
Overall,
very
it's
well.
just
I think
solid.
it's going to be a surprisingly very good team. I think
Yeah.
do not doubt this team because where there's a backs. Uh-oh. But yeah.
And just that top 4 alone, like we were saying, I drafted that in MLP, and just bringing those 4 every
Yeah.
week will really just cook. Like you can do a lot of things with that top 4. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of versatility.
just be weird with your Sinistcha. If it gets moonblasted, it will get every special attack drop. It will.
Hey. Too soon.
Why was I banked?
It's
Oh.
not there for that. But yeah, should we move on?
I think we
I've
should.
just seen who's next, and I think this is diabolical. It's the big man,
Shadows.
Shadow
The bad man.
2054. I think this is kind of diabolical because I like this team. It has great speed tiers. 120 is a little bit tough to cover, but 120 is
Yeah.
already a phenomenal speed tier, so it's always going to be a little bit tough to cover. It's got a great defensive backbone with your Glow King Alomomola, pussy ass regen core, good stuff.
Terra
yeah,
Sui too.
Terra Gudra Hisui is terrible. I wish that was Terra Comfy, but I assume you can't afford it. And it doesn't matter because you're just terroring Zarude every week anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Obviously,
Gudra Hisui just here. I mean, as your steal, it's not great, but
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I'm trying to think why it's
as
here.
a steal, it's fine as a steal.
it's just a. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it could it could be better as a steal. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's
sure.
the only reason why it's here is because it's a steal.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I think it's
on the other side of that coin, it's also a dragon.
Yeah, I do. I think it probably is the weakest link of the team, other than maybe Comfy.
I'd say non-Terra Comfy seems like not.
It's. I
that
mean,
great.
yeah, it's decent. So the issue I have, right, is that you have Glowking as your special defense guy, so I don't see the need to have Comfy or Gudra or Hisui on this team, because that's particularly non-Terra Comfy. That's basically its role is as like a Spadef pivot, because it has U-turn and Encore and shit like that, so it can do that pretty well, but you have Glowking, so I'm a bit confused by that. What I will say is that speed is of no, like, this team outspeeds everything in every possible universe, because not only does it have Regieleki and Bundle, it also has Mamoswine Ice Shard and Comfy Draining Kiss. So I think
that's a good
that's
point.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't like about this team was the hazards. Man,
Yeah.
There's a glaring
rocker.
weakness, right?
Yeah, it's really tough for Zarude. Zarude likes the hazard chip.
Zarude Bundle as well, and even Gatdos. It's nice to doesn't care too much about spikes, but I think it's way better when you have good spikes, because you can spam Flying Stab way easier with spikes up.
Oh, for sure.
And Flying Stab is super hard for a lot of drafts to switch into.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think we could optimize this a little bit more. I think Gudra can go. We can put Terra on like Comfy instead. You're probably still not going to Terra it, so maybe that's a waste, but it's a threat to think about at least. And is there any other steal available that
Oh.
isn't
really.
Gambit?
Gambit.
Isn't that big bitch? Like, well, Gambit. Sheesh. Yeah, the Arch is there, but it's just the same guy, but worse probably for this team. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything left, so Corbellion, but again, it's pretty much the same guy, but worse for this team. Does have rocks, though, as we've discovered.
Exactly, rock.
It does have rocks.
Does have rocks, so it actually might be a consideration to go Corbellion, because
Wait,
you have
doesn't
Glowking.
Mamo get Endeavor?
It does get Endeavor.
It does.
Bro,
Kind of
Sash,
strange thing to bring
Lead,
up.
Rocks, Endeavor, Mamoswine.
Yeah, I mean, that's like
I
99% of
I
Mamoswines.
do that shit all the time with Infernape. I will lead that shit and just click rocks. They'll take me to my Sash. I'll click Endeavor and Mach Punch. Easy.
Don't you just die, though? You click rocks, and then you click Endeavor, and you're dead.
Nah. You don't get it, Jakar, because they expect you to switch.
Why would they expect me? I expect... Whatever. The point is...
Yeah.
Listen, it when you see it, this sequence it makes a lot more sense. But
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's a classic set. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. The point is that I think it's a good team, but it could be a pretty incredible team. I mean, frankly, you're bringing the top 5 plus Mamoswine 9 times out of 10. So, what is the rest of the team?
That's all you really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we move on
Let's move on.
to Cool's team.
This is a controversial team. This is a very
And-
controversial team.
The reason why
Surprising,
it's
so.
the reason why it's controversial is, well, you really don't have an explanation from the person who made
Gray
it
and
controversial.
Speedy. So we do have an explanation because Speedy's here. So Speedy can give us an explanation, hopefully, maybe. But Gray and Speedy gave this a 10 out of 10. That's why it's controversial. And cool kicker, you know, no disrespect, obviously. I think you beat me last season, so you're clearly a bigger, better, more handsome man than me. But this team, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know what it's trying to do.
It's hard to connect the dots from like the trying to do snow mode near the end of like the draft with Frost and Sandslash, but then like the top like 5, maybe 6, you're trying to make a balanced, pretty team that relies on like Hazard chip, but
Yeah, and then you just have Rabombi in there for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't get Rabombi on a team with
the
Teal
fairy type. That's what it does. People are looking at their type charts and being like, ah, God damn it, I need a fairy. Let me get that bug right there.
Like that goddamn bug. Yeah. I also, maybe Rabombi's here because surprisingly the speed tiers are kind of scary because Tealpon. But this is the thing, is I don't understand Rabombi when you've got Tealpon, because that guy is super fast anyway. You just get a free scarf.
Ultimate speed control.
So, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just a confusing draft to me, and I would love to see it cook and blow me away in ways that I couldn't understand. But I don't understand. I don't understand, basically.
So I think the top, like, 6 are fine enough. I think you're missing maybe like a... You're certainly missing like a round 1 pick and possibly another round 2 pick. But within the top 6, I think the team is fine enough. It's just anything past that Slowking, I don't understand. I can...
If like the top 7 was the bottom 7, I would be like, oh, okay, this team's kind of shite.
Yes.
There's a little something going on here. But it's like you say, it's just where's the guy? There's no guy. And if you tear a golden go, then first of all, you're wasting points on Tealpon anyway, because through some level of series of miscommunications, Blue Fusion 321 didn't reduce it in price as much as it maybe should have been reduced in price for this season. So you're wasting points on Tealpon Terror, and also your speed control is severely diminished if you're not terroring Tealpon every single game. Like, your speed tiers become real fucking bad if you're not terroring Tealpon, or at least have a scarf on it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no.
It's like it's a good team in theory. I just wish that it had something better instead of the back 4. The back 4 is doing nothing for me.
I can like somewhat understand the Mienshao a bit, but I do think it is just unoptimized.
I think the Mienshao is there because we got sick with our Slowking and we were like, man, Regenerate is kind of a fucked up ability, huh? Yeah. I hope that it does really well, because if it does well, that means that there's some cooking going on, and a guy like me loves a chef.
So I'm somebody who does know Cool from a few past leagues, and kind of his comfort mon, especially in older gens, was Charizard X, and so he's been kind of replicating that a bit with Gouging Fire. So I think this is a team that he's comfortable with. So I think as people who are looking at this team kind of from the outside, we won't value it as much as he would.
I'm sure, yeah. That's that's obviously, that's definitely the case. But I love Gouging Fire. I think Gouging Fire is great. I think it's a super underrated Pokemon with a lot of potential. I mean, Dragon Dance, Dragon Tail sets. I always love that shit. I've been going on about that shit for seasons. But I think they're really good and they're very difficult to deal with. So I will always like that Pokemon. Yeah. I wish it just had a little bit more juice to the team. Give it a little bit of juice, and I'm about it. I love the team because Tinglu, great Pokemon. Terra Gold, good Pokemon.
Yeah.
Tealpon certainly can be speed control. It's a cool team. I just want more.
Yeah.
I want more.
And at the end of the day, if he's comfortable with it, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. And I'll say all this and probably beat me again, but that's life. Should we move on?
Yeah, to Ditto's team.
This team is high. I looked at this team. I think this was the first team that I looked at, and I was like, "Oh, this is money. This is absolutely money."
I'm just kind of realizing now, and I think Jakar, you can comment on this a little bit. This reminds me of my TRL team a bit.
Oh yeah, it does a bit. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we won't comment on what my thoughts on that team were.
Yeah, but you don't like Rapagos, which is like super fucking crazy.
Okay.
And you don't like Enam either.
That's not necessarily true. I just think Terap is maybe a bit overrated.
I think that probably it's actually seeing a rise, if anything, at the moment.
And then regarding Enamorous, at the time I just finished using it in FBL, so it kind of got stale a bit. But anyways, back to Ditto's team.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
you got your guys, you got your
convinced.
healing wish. What more could you want?
Yeah, I think that this team is very well put together. The thing I do want to comment on is I think Prodigy Steel, as PCC kind of put it, Prodigy Steel should never be drafted in Gen 9.
It has Thunderwave. We love Thunderwave.
Yeah, it's
True.
they're gonna have to rely on Registeel a lot if that's, obviously their steel type.
Well, yeah, but I don't
Team-
know that you need to rely on it, do you?
In some matchups, maybe. I mean, I guess you have Swalot and you can tear Rhyperior for really bad defense.
Oh, never mind. You've convinced me.
Yeah.
I guess you have Swalot. Ooh.
And like Rhyperior can run like Terra Steel sets, and its Bolt can carry in like really like scary matchups with like a good fairy type. But I mean, they have Enam, which is one of the premier fairy.
Yeah, I mean,
types,
it's just it's mainly Valiant that you're scared about, right? Which Swallow has a reasonable matchup into.
Yeah, for sure.
And Terrapagos actually has a somewhat okay matchup into, weirdly. Yeah. Yeah, fairies are a bit of an issue for this team, probably.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is, you can set up screens, you can set up guys, and then you can click Healing Wish. And if that's not Gen 9, I don't know what is. Hazards. Probably get some spikes. Spikes would help, but I don't know what you can't really get spikes.
Man, I want to see a Rhyperior sweep so bad.
You've not seen them?
I haven't seen one yet.
In MCA last season, I played not MCA, MLP, the other shit league beginning with M. In MLP, the last season I played. Finley of the esteemed Frost Battle League was using Terra Rhyperior, and it was actually really good. It was super nasty. He had Terrapagos on that team as well, I believe, with Terra Rude.
Oh wow.
And yeah, Terra Hyperia, that's a good mon right there. Solid Rock is a super good ability, especially on a Pokemon with Rock Polish, is what I'll say.
Exactly.
You can also you can also Terra to water and just eliminate one of your weaknesses with Lightning Rod
Yep.
too.
That's
do
true.
think-
I would not do that, but you can do that.
So obviously, Rhyperior is known for the rock polish set, but one set I've kind of been seeing a bit more, which I think is funny, is just choice band.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure Choice Bands or Hyperia sounds crazy. I mean, don't forget, this bitch has 140 attack.
Yeah,
It's nothing to sniff at, bro.
140 attack, and its primary stab moves are they're both at least 100 base power.
Where
Give
where
us
I'm
Rock
from, we-
Wrecker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rock Wrecker.
Give us Rock Wrecker back.
Yeah. Slitherwing's cool. What do you think about Slitherwing? I think Slitherwing's pretty cool. I think it works I think it works specifically with Latias quite well.
Yeah. I think
Slitherwing
I
is
can
for sure a
sum up-
Pokemon.
Alright.
I guess
Well,
to sum up, the team has good threats, and defensively it lacks.
a little bit. It does. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like,
I
don't get me wrong.
just
I want to see Slitherwing do something. It's just, it almost never does.
I think it's just a good pivot mon. I think it's just a good pivot mon, and obviously it has first impression, so you can just run like Wisp, U-turn, first impression, and then a third move to fit your liking. A fourth move to fit your liking.
Mhm.
I think it's good at that. It's not like a great mon by any means, but I think it functions pretty well in that role.
Yeah, I think the top 5 come every week, and then that last slot is just filled with probably probably Rhyperior or Slitherwing.
Probably a lot of
but-
weeks, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, Registeel with Boom and Rocks, probably a pretty common set we could be seeing as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think
will
it's a
say-
cool team.
I am starting to become convinced that this division just hates spikes for some reason.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. Considering where I got Samurai Swing, that was
That is
crazy.
true.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
As you might have guessed, it's Aiden's team. I think this is too low, Aiden. I'll say it. I think you're handsome.
You know what, Jakar? I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I think.
Zal worked really hard to put this draft plan.
What do you mean Zal worked really hard to put this draft plan together?
Okay, no.
Zal,
Alright,
Zal
okay.
looked at his list
No,
of
here's-
mons that he liked, and he's like, can I just get Metagross, Fez, Conkeldor, Cryogonal, Dog Trio, and Crocodile? Sick, man. That's the top
Okay,
guys I always draft on every team. Perfect.
You're not entirely wrong, but I literally didn't even ask him to do this. I straight up was like, all right, what do I get next? And bam, bored. And I was like, okay, I like it. So
Yeah, I mean it's a
Well,
good team.
I'll let
Doesn't
y'all
have
chat
any spikes. Have we had spikes on a single team yet? I don't think we have. have we?
Yes. We have.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was Cool's team had Ogerpon and Tinglu.
Oh, and Tinglu,
And-
true. Don't
And
include
Nathan's
Sandslash.
team,
Oh,
but
like-
we're looking at like 2 for 6 at this point.
Oh yeah. Stupid. That's fair. I've got a short-term memory. Yeah, it's obviously a cool team. You know, I have long wanted to use Dog Trio. I think that's a really interesting mon, especially when you have Kyurem and Palafin, which are two
It just made
guys.
Zah so
that-
happy.
Fuck! I hate it. I I think Palafin and Kyurem are two guys that have very specific checks and counters, and having a Pokemon that can help to eliminate
Mhm.
that is super valuable for them.
Yeah, I like this team a lot as well. I just think it's, for the most part, lacking in a lot of utility, primarily in status moves. I like clicking
I
moves like
hate clicking status
Q-Wave
moves.
and Wisp. Well,
Okay,
you're
well, you know what,
cringe.
Blue
I'm British,
Fusion?
so.
You are a fucking hacks lord. All right, you play your games based on luck, and you're not an enjoyable
This is
person
true.
to play
Yeah,
mods
yeah,
against.
yeah,
So
yeah. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be the guy that clicks T-Wave and wins off paras. All right, fuck you.
Hazards are kind
Yeah,
of
but you'll win your games
weak on
off
this team.
toxic.
I gotta say, hazards are kind of weak on this team.
Tito,
the-
don't worry about it.
The pivoting maybe could be better. We obviously have the top two guys have pivot moves, and Fez is a great pivot.
Mhm.
I'm nitpicking a little bit because I think this team is super shiced. I think Conkeldor actually hilariously holds this team together with being a wisp switch in.
I love Conk.
Yeah.
I fucking love that mod. It's so good.
I was
If
looking at this
people remember
team.
my season 1 MCA team, they know how much of a fucking monster this thing was.
Yeah, I was looking at this team and I thought, man, if you have a Whisper, a guy that just clicks Wisp, it shreds this team. And then Big Kong opened his arms and said, nah, buddy, bring it in.
Yeah. I will say the top 7 on this team, the Mon quality is just very high.
Streets are saying top
Yeah.
9, the Mon quality is pretty high, I can't lie.
I
Zaha loves Cryogonal. I'm not like a massive Cryogonal fan. I know like that loves
It's
Cryogonal.
good value. Legitimately,
It's decent.
it is
'cause
good value.
Yeah, it is decent value. I think as a value mon with Spin and Spadef, it's
Exactly,
pretty
yeah.
decent.
Usually
It's
I
also
don't
got like, doesn't it have like no, it doesn't have Encore, but it has like some other moves
has
to like
Recover.
disrupt things. Haze,
Yeah.
it has haze, yeah.
What were you saying?
I mean, usually I
Tito?
don't like Cragnole as a spinner, but I
Mhm.
think it kind of fits here. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, the big thing about this team, right, is that the pressure is always on. So the spinner being Cryogonal is not like a huge deal, like you say, Tito. Is because everything is hitting you in the face, or your name is Pheasantipity and you're skedaddling, because that's what you do. That damn
Hey, I'm
bird.
gonna sit there and see him agility all over everybody, but without Terra because
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
have
remember when this team was being crafted, I was asked to change the rules so that Aiden could have both Terra Fez and Terra
Terra
Cryogonal.
Cryogonal.
Za did say this. He was like, oh, you can't have 3 Terra caps? No. Blue Fusion. Change the rules. Make it 3 Terra caps. Immediately responds with, no, I'm not doing that so that Aiden can have Terra Cryogonal. Oh man.
Well, I think I said it was something along the lines of so that he can have 2 Terra captains when he also has Terra Tornadus Therian.
Yeah, that's
Not a Terra captain. I don't know what you're talking about.
okay, big dog.
It's just a mod.
What I will say is that who's your like flamethrower switching?
Pheasantipity.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
I mean-
I mean,
Oh,
Now
okay,
then,
big
if
dog.
we wanna
All right,
talk
no,
about
good.
flare
No,
blitz
good.
switch-ins,
Good. You do it. Do it. I look forward to our
Oh
game.
boy.
Should we move on?
Shall we move on? Yeah, I think that's best. So I think we found where all the spikers went.
Oh,
Who's
right.
our next team?
Chef.
Chef. How is it, Chef? Can I ask the question? Can I ask that question? I've already said I love a chef, so before any accusations get thrown around that I don't love a chef, I love a chef. But what is this team?
It's a chef team. I think that.
Can
sums
you
it up
explain that to
entirely.
me? We have, I mean, Klefki is super redundant on this. I'm gonna get it out of the way, the hate, so that you
Yeah.
guys can talk what you like about it, because I don't want to leave him on a sour note. So I'll bring him in pissed off at me.
Leo,
Fefke feels
is
kind
gonna
of
hate you.
redundant on this team because you have a good screen setter in Rotom and 2 phenomenal spikers, 3 actually, because Gren is a good spiker. So Fefke feels pretty fucking redundant on this team. Holucha is not Terra for some god unknown reason because you have Espatra instead. Why do you have Espatra? That makes no sense to me. It's a shitmon. Maybe he'll fucking 6-0 me with it, but I'm willing to put my hands up and say that then he's just a better player than me. I think that's a bad Pokemon when you could just have a Terra Holucha, or even a Terra Snorlax, or even a Terra Gliscor, or even a Terra Rillaboom, which I think are all better mons. Especially when
That's fair.
your top guy is Terra Greninja, which really benefits from having some immediate power, which is not what Espatra does. You have, in fact, no immediate power outside of Rillaboom.
Okay, I thought for a second
Yeah.
you were about to say just no immediate power, and I was about to be like, you take that shit back right now.
Yeah. You do have Power Herb Glimmora. Yeah, also have Power Herb Glimmora.
So,
Yeah. That's
with
me done.
this team, yeah. So I know that Chef wanted to try Terra Espathra. What surprised me is that there's a non-Terra Kalucha here, and the reason for that is he's very good friends with John Jr., who just went on a insane run with Terra Halucha. So I kind of have the feeling that when Espathra inevitably shits the bed 4 weeks in, he will be switching the Terra from Espathra to Halucha.
Yup.
But I do agree that the immediate stopping power on this team is just not there. I mean, the only 2 things that really accomplish that are Rillaboom on the physical sense and maybe Glimmora on the special sense, but that's kind of like,
That's kind of cringe, right?
yeah.
Y'all are actively disregarding the 120 special attack analytic Magneton sitting right there at the end of the
Woo.
draft.
Some are saying it's better than Magnezone because of the speed difference. That's what Streets are saying.
I genuinely think that like Steel Electric moves are just a really hard combo to switch into. And so like if Magneton or even Magnezone like gets in like off lead or something, or even just like honestly a Scarf, one of those with analytic could be kind of shiny.
Does Analytics still do switching damage?
It procs on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still? I thought they patched that out for some reason.
No.
It seems
still
like some
works on
shit they would
Switch.
get rid of.
I will
Yeah.
say I
Yeah.
talked to Chef a lot during the draft, and when some guy, I won't say who, picked up Terra or Chaladon and sold, they realized there was no special breakers, so they kind of went Glimmora here. I don't think Glimmora is the worst on their team, but even when that one guy offered our Chaladon back to them during Grace, they still didn't want it. So I think they're pretty content. They're pretty content with their team. They see the vision, but yeah, there's not immediate breaking power other than 2 guys on the team, and even then, they're not always running those sets.
For Chef's sake, I hope that he does see the vision, because I don't personally think there's a vision to be seen. His breaking power is spikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
a greedy boy, and he took all the spikes.
I wish it was Terra Gliscor on this team, but I get we have a spot threat, so it kind of has to be Terra.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If, and not when, if Espatra gets dropped. We'll see. We'll see.
Shall we move on
Yeah, let's do it.
to Yedla's team?
The newcomer to MCA, obviously.
Such a
Yeah.
fucking bozo for that one, man. Newcomer to
blame
MCA,
Bluefusion 321.
Yedla. Guys, I do
Yeah,
sports science. I'm pretty smart.
I blame Blue Fusion 321. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, don't make me ban you as well, buddy. Anyway, yeah, this team is pretty cracked. I think this team could be higher. This team is pretty cracked. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I always hate Rotom Heat. I never really liked Tentacruel, but They kind of work on this team. They work reasonably well.
But
on this team.
Rotom Heat as like a 9th Mon is like not bad at all.
Yeah. It's serviceable. It has uses on this team. Obviously, the
was
top
like-
4 is super fucking shiced.
Oh yeah. The Rotom does just offer like the prep dog padding for like all the resistances it has.
Yeah.
But I mean, it works here. It's not the worst mon. And I actually like Rotom Heat. I know it's like controversial, but because it's not that good.
Yeah.
But I like the mon. It does the job. It does what it needs to do.
What I have noticed about this draft though, and I do play him week 1, so don't listen to me. Your team's perfect. Don't even bother prepping. What I have noticed about this draft is that rocks, ghosts, and darks are just a simply unwinnable matchup.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, I did pick up on the ghost. However, I think the only one that's a threat because you have Pult is Spec, and Pult just outspeeds.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, offensive checks in terms of Pult and Weavile is good, but if you have a Specs Shadow Ball or even a Scarf Shadow Ball, like the fact that you can so easily be run over by a Scarfer because you just don't really have the bulk to combat it is scary.
Yeah, that is a true point. Something else is I don't think this team loves switching into knock. Like, I think Flanders Therian can kind of do it once with like Intimidate plus Rocky Helmet or something,
Yeah.
but that's not appreciated.
Lando and to a certain extent Tentacruel can, and they're obviously a classic pairing. But yeah, defensively this team is a little bit tough, but I will say offensively this team is
Yeah.
fucking terrifying. Because Terra Mew
Yeah.
is
Terramute can
super
just win.
good.
Yep.
Scizor Weavile as a priority spam thing is pretty terrifying.
And
Pult is
Lycanroc.
Pult.
And like Rock, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Lycanroc. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a super good team. Especially maybe it's a little bit lacking when your best special attacker is Landorus Therian. Maybe that's a potential issue, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're gonna have to rely a lot on utility pulse sets if they want like Mew to really sweep comfortably. I mean, he could sweep without screens, but
Yeah,
like,
I think
kind of
that's a
bit
fair
of-
point.
Other than that, Mew offers also great utility for the rest of the mons, and has spikes. So yippee spikes!
Yeah.
Finally, someone that has spikes.
That's what I'm saying. Someone that's not named Chef. Yeah, it's a cool team. I like this team a lot. I think that probably though, not having a single rock resist is bad. I think we're okay
Yeah.
in saying
Yeah, that
that's
could be
pretty
rough.
bad. That could be a bit of an issue.
But at least he
Somehow,
has Scizor to deal with any offensive rock types.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Vaguely.
what's kind of crazy to me though is across all the PRs we have done, it's not entirely uncommon somehow.
I mean, rock's a good offensive type.
Yeah,
It is,
that's
but,
why
like,
there's no good
It really
rock
is,
types.
yeah.
Which I'm not so much commenting on the fact that that a team has like a slight weakness to it, but there's been more teams tonight that I would like to see that
Yeah.
just have no rock resist.
Yeah. Yep. This is the issue with some of these dual type ground and steels.
Yeah.
You end up needing a fighting type. But yeah, this is still a good team.
Certainly.
It'll cook. It'll cook. Maybe pick up
Yeah,
Hariyama. maybe pick up Hariyama.
Yo.
Consideration for the call.
Hariyama, I like that.
Shall we move on
Yeah. Let's do it.
to Gray's
To
team?
Gray's team. I didn't know how to feel about this team.
It's my
I
week one
think
match.
it's pretty solid. I like it.
Yeah, I like the team a lot. The dual ground is kind of interesting, but I get you get your hazards and then you get your removal out of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a
That's
lot
what
of
it's fine.
mixed feelings on this team, for sure. Lots of dual grounds, the
Yeah,
flying types.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love dual types. I'm gonna say it. I think dual types are not only fine, I think they're actively good to have stacking types. When they're good types like flying, water, ground, and steel.
I thought you were
Oh
gonna
yeah,
leave
for
it
sure,
at
for
just
sure.
any double type on the team, and how it's about to be like Jakar. We have to talk about like bug types or rock types.
Yeah. Look.
Like,
Look,
I don't think
obviously,
those are good to double up on.
look. Obviously, every type is equal, but some types are more equal than others. Let's say that.
That's a statement of all time.
That is a statement of all time.
Yeah, ground type is a good double type, I think, personally. I don't super know what drill offers you here, though, other than just being a rapid spinner.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess is the
That's
point.
all important. Yeah.
It's
But
really great for the sand matchup that you won't have.
You won't have.
unless some guy drafts, Terapagos and Hippowdon brings sand every week. You never know.
That's some shit you've
Who
done.
would-
I don't know. You keep
who would
dropping
do that?
references. Bro. You keep dropping references, and I'm
The
not.
MCA OGs would know. All right.
I don't. Well, I'm not. Okay. I just got here.
You know what? You're just fucking dumb.
Yeah. What I will say about this team is the speed tier is very nice. I love the speed
Yeah.
tiers. I think the
Yeah.
split in the offenses is pretty cool. The Terra Caps are very good. Roaring Moon's a great Pokemon as well, and supporting them. It's just generally good. Chestnut, that's my dog right there.
Yeah, you put me on after yesterday's PRs. I think Chestnut looks great here.
Yeah.
Fantastic one.
I think it helps a lot with
Definitely, for
the
sure.
with the phys def side of things and with the ground types that
Yep.
otherwise present a bit of an issue. Obviously, offensively, you got 2 waters, so ground types are a little bit scared, and this is why having 2 waters is always good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a cool team. Good support, good pivots,
Good team.
good team.
I think they drafted really well for being the back wheel pick too. Like everything looks.
Everything
Like,
works
looks well.
together. And
Yeah.
could we talk about the stack in the room? The
The
the gargantuan stack in the room.
I feel like
per se.
it speaks for itself.
I would agree with that.
Aura, you might say.
Yeah.
It does, but in all seriousness though, Knuckle Stack is not good. But it does present a consideration in the team builder. Which
True.
for a 10th mon for like 2 points, having an extra thing to think about in the team builder. This is why like Webs guys are good for 2 points, right? Or like a Prankster mon like Volbeat is good for 2 points because you have to think about it. It prevents like it's like an active thing you have to do, which is makes things harder, which is good.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Let's move on, Blue Fusion 321. Who have we got up next in the
We
top
have
5?
No.
The 5th spot.
Speediest goddamn team in the division. Tito's team.
I was gonna say it, ironically.
Oh.
A little bit there. I like this team a lot. I'll say it. I
Thanks.
think that Spectre and Garchomp should
Classic
not be on the
pairing.
same team together.
Very.
14
It's almost like you draft Spectre, you just get a free complimentary Garchomp for your team. Crazy how that works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
gotta be
no one-
drafting Garchomp earlier, man. Garchomp's so good and so easy to build with. You just run SD, Scale Shot, Earthquake, and then either Stealth Rock, Sub, or like Fire Blast. That's it. There you go. That's your Garchomp set every week.
Oh, one thing I do really like on this team a lot is the Terra captains.
Pretty cool.
I
Aaron
think
Tarakion, so cool. Guy has aura.
Way to kill the vibe, man. Way to kill the vibe.
That's
You know, I was
that's
interested
so
in what Blue
crazy.
had to say
That's
then.
so wild.
That's
Blue Fusion just
you-
stopped
you-
fucking talking.
You killed the
for
vibe
no
so
reason.
hard then, Aiden. That's fucking
That's
diabolical.
so
I've never known a
fucking
man to
wild.
kill a vibe harder than you just killed it. That's
During
crazy,
my
bro.
team. Evil.
Yeah.
uh,
man.
I just
so
can't believe
Jeez.
nobody shared my hype about Terra Tarakion. That guy's a fucking beast.
I love
Like,
Terra Tarakion. It's got
damn it,
Terra
instead
in the
everybody
name.
just shut their
I love Terra
everybody just shut the
Tarakion.
fuck up. Like,
Yeah, everybody just
I was
hates
trying to
you,
hype
man.
up Terra
Everybody just
Tarakion, and
hates
everybody
you.
was just
Because they hate you.
fucking just nope.
Nope. This fucking guy.
It is a
so
cool guy.
what I was going to say is I think this team has probably the coolest Terra captains out of the other 13 teams. I'm a huge fan of Terra Thunderous Therian, and I think of the teams that we've previewed previously, it fits the best on this team.
Yeah, I think so. I think
That-
so too. I think it's it also is quite nice to complement with Garchomp because a lot of your defensive
Mhm.
pieces, specifically Pex and Mandibuzz, are obviously weak to electric types, and you oftentimes want to be just throwing Garchomp at shit to break and just like make loads of progress. I think it's super good at just making a shit ton of progress in the mid round. So
Yeah, but then also the fact that we have a Terra Thunderous, which functions as like the special breaker on this team. I think one that helps out Spec a lot, but I think it works with Terrakion because that also works as a physical breaker on this team. So I think those two complement each other pretty nicely.
I agree. Now, what I will say is that I don't love defog being your only removal.
Yeah.
And I think weirdly, although it looks like you have a lot of hazards, I think Jirachi is going to be running Stealth Rocks in every game, and you won't, unless you sometimes bring Rocks on Garchomp as a fourth move, just as a value click. That can happen, like I say, but I think sub's just better in most matchups. But yeah, and also the speed tier's deceptively bad, I think.
Yeah.
Poor Whimsicott.
Having like
Yeah.
90% of the team be a base 100 or higher is a
'Cause-
little rough.
Because, like, Mandibuzz's speed is not a concern in prep. In fact, oftentimes people lower Mandibuzz's speed so it can U-turn better. Pex, obviously it's Pex. Whimsicott. Lol. So literally, your team is like
Crazy.
Spectre, and then what? 5 guys that get outsped by base 110 mons.
Yeah, that was the tough part drafting.
Mm-hmm.
Or redrafting this team, I should say, since I sold during the actual draft. Yeah, I mean, I like my Terra Captains, like y'all were saying.
They're good.
They're cool. I really wanted to focus on having 2 offensive Terra Captains and just clicking buttons, because that's what I learned. That's what you do in Gen 9. You just click buttons and pivot. So, yeah, I don't like the speed tiers either, but it's what I was dealt.
Yeah, that's fair. I think this team is still strong. It's just
Yeah.
opens the door to certain things.
Yeah.
I do kind of think there's a bit of a magic in the sense of the only removal of being defog on this team is that it can allow Tito to just run offensive chomp all 8 weeks and not have
I mean,
to worry about.
whenever I see some
tank chomp.
bullshit like tank chomp with spikes and dragon tail in draft, my eyes roll into the back of my fucking head, bro. That thing, that thing can actually just 6-0 so many teams.
Mhm.
It's just not. I don't think Spikes is almost ever worth it unless you're up against like an enamorous Therian or something. But even then, you still can muscle through it after you get a bit of chip on it. So I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
Tank Chomp has a lot of value. I think 99% of the time, offensive will be better, but
Agreed. Yeah.
speaking anecdotally, I have had some fun times with Tank Chomp in draft.
Yeah, I can agree with that as well. I
It's
think back a
usable.
couple seasons ago, I used
Mhm.
Tank Chop quite a bit.
It's usable. I just think it's a waste of the points. Is my opinion, basically. It's certainly not a bad set, but I don't think that you have a reason
guess, yeah.
to run it most of the time.
If that's like the primary set you're running, I could see it being a waste for points for sure.
Yeah, is my point. But I agree. Yeah, it definitely has use. I do agree with that.
But good to know writing all of this down.
Should we
How
move on
to
to the
Speedy?
slowest? Oh, fuck, you ruined the bit because you said his name already. No! Hey, I was going to continue
God.
this lovely bit.
God damn it, Blue Fusion, you fucking unfunny loser. God.
It's Speedy. It's Speedy. God. This is a cool team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Torn. Or P2
I like
necessarily. Or Sandslash necessarily.
There's a comment I want to make about Torn. It is kind of unrelated, but it occurred while I was looking at this team, and I saw Torn's stat spread here, and just comparing it to Tornado's Therian's stat line, I was like, wow, they really fucked over
Yeah.
Torn T with the potential.
Tornado's Incarnate is like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyways, to go back to Speedy's team, I think the top 3 are weird.
You think so?
I can understand why they're here. I don't think I like any of the mons particularly myself.
That's crazy. I
think
love the top 3. I love the top 5.
No, not top 3. The bottom 3.
Oh,
Excuse me.
okay.
The bottom 3. I really like the top 3.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, no, the top 3 on this are awesome.
I'm inclined to say I don't like the top 3 because Iron Hands is there and I wanted Iron Hands, but it actually works really well.
Speedy, actually, Iron Hands is bad, man. I think you should drop that mod.
Yeah, you should drop it ASAP. I really like this team. Yeah, it has a lot of cohesiveness.
Talk to me about Sandslash, Speedy, if you're here.
It's Rapid Spin and Spikes. You wanna know where the spikes are? Sandslash, right there, baby.
Yeah.
And I also needed a ground type. It was kind of like the Margin C ground type that I needed.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fair. I think I would.
That makes sense.
Personally, I'd prefer, if it's possible, I don't know if it is anymore because, the economy is tough out there. But,
Thanks to you.
yeah, the economy is pretty tough.
Yeah.
The economy you created is tough. Thank you.
Yeah, I think maybe if there is a better ground, I would personally be inclined to try and get a better ground instead of the bottom 2, because I understand that P2 is here for the ghosts, right? So that's where I would be leaning towards personally.
Or Volt Absorb guy like Thunderous Therian, and we can do a little trade, but that's just.
and then
just kidding.
folds to every rock.
No, I think Sandslash is good if you want to keep that as the rock as the ground type with Rapid Spin. But if there is like a decent cheap Volt Absorb user, I think that's also good. When I use that in low tier, it gave Sandslash somewhat of a purpose to be a ground some weeks when you have the immunity with Volt Absorb.
Potentially, because the only issue is that otherwise electric types. I think Terra Electric into you is quite good because it removes a lot of the util of Screamtail in trying to stop things from
AV
setting up.
hands is gonna eat. Don't worry.
Yeah, I see the vision with AV hands.
Yeah, I mean, obviously AV hands, but like I'm thinking about Terror Electric. Like if something has SD and Terror Electric, it's like, this could get out of hand. But I don't think it's a big deal.
Booster defense hands.
You
Hands
have
is the answer to
Petron.
all.
You have Petron. Well, this is the thing that I really like about the team, right? Like you allude to is hands and Heatran and great Terror Caps, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm excited
They,
to see
they can just
Terra
beat
Heatran.
anything. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like this team.
Agreed.
I'm excited.
Sick team.
Should we move on? Should we
Now
let's get out?
to the
Go to
top
the
three.
worst team in the division.
Oh, your derision only rules me.
It is Jakar.
It's Jakar. Okay, I will be quiet.
Oh sure. This guy talking about being quiet. Anyway. Terra Raging Bolt. Always really good. The hazard presence here is pretty good. It may seem like there's no spikes, but Simrat Hisui is there. For those of you that are, looking at the prep doc, seeing spikes, and that there are none. There is. The back end is really good. I really like Azelf, Sylveon, Moltres. Like I know that you traded for Moltres, but like the last half with Azelf being able to be Scarf or Life Orb, being able to be physical or special is really good. Sylveon as your fairy is not bad. Could be better, but is not bad at all. And then Moltres being able to burn anything that you, hopefully burn anything that you need it to. I really like Imp here. It is a little tough that it's your only steal, but luckily you have another water, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah, I kind of like it with the synergy with the Landorus Incarnate.
Yeah.
Because I initially was gonna go Metagross, but then I thought that, like you say, that the synergy with Lando was better.
Yeah, I do like the Empoleon here, and then Serena as your spinner isn't bad. Like your removals, decent as much as you can get for 6-point removal. So
Yeah.
overall, really solid team.
Sure.
Well, first off, I want to congratulate you. Oh my goodness, congratulate you, Jakar, for breaking out of the mold a little bit. You kind of scared me a bit with Terra Bolt into Sneasler, but this is finally a team without the Terra Bolt, Sneasler, and Rillaboom core. But speaking seriously, I do really like that top three together. I think offensively they complement each other very well. And speaking on some of the other mons, I like Empoleon here. I think it does its role very well on this team. And me and Jakar discussed this a lot, but he really wanted Screamtail on this, and I think it did round out the team very well. But I think Azelf is like the second best mon to kind of fill that role.
Yeah, I think
And
overall, to be honest, Azelf is probably better. In retrospect, I think for this team, and this was something I noticed about Speedy's team, was that the 111 speed tier being obviously Torn is decent offensively, but it's not like incredible offensively. And although I have liked to sing the praises of Screamtail, I will concede that perhaps it doesn't have the immediate offensive presence that something like Azelf does, for example.
Yeah. For sure.
And
But
then
the bulk did take a hit, right?
Yeah, the last thing I did want to comment on is I know he was between Teledirge and Moltres for the kind of Tizdef role, and I think Moltres just performs that role a lot. I think Moltres performs that role a lot better, just because for each physical attack for each physical attack that makes contact that hits it, there's a 30% chance that
Like,
physical attacker
dead.
is just removed
Yeah.
from the game entirely. So
Yeah.
That is a nice thing for the team for sure.
It is very nice.
It's a bit annoying that I
Especially
don't have a ghost, I will say. I think that's probably a major issue with this team.
yeah,
And
especially with
I mean-
Hammer on.
yeah.
Yeah, that it does suck, but I mean, otherwise your hazard game isn't that isn't super strong outside of that. Like, yes, getting like Azov doesn't always want to be running rocks. It can as a good utility piece, but it doesn't always want to. And Imp doesn't really want to be running rocks either.
He
And
doesn't
that's
love it. That's
also the
true
same case
in
with
some
Landorus.
matchups.
Like, a lot of your rockers don't love to run rocks. They can,
yeah.
but they don't necessarily want to.
Yeah, I think this
So,
is
like,
true
the
that it's
spike
not like an
game's good.
auto include having rocks,
Yeah.
right?
But your rock game is mediocre at best. And so while it does suck that you don't have a ghost, it also isn't the most pressing matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Tell you what matter is pressing though is my ghost matchup is not fantastic. I was kind of hoping that Sylveon would patch that a bit. Just because
AV
Collusion.
Hammerot, baby, every week.
I'm getting burned. I'm gonna get
Thrown
burned
straight
by them.
to a Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you have Moltres for.
Exactly.
Just predict.
Yes.
Jakar, I just need you to make every soul read ever this season.
Every soul read ever on this team. Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really
what
like the depth.
What I think is funny on this team, by the way, is that every single Pokemon has a pivoting move because Sylveon has Baton Pass. So I might never click
True.
another move. I might never click another move.
True.
Oh god, he's gonna
Yeah.
become the next Blue Fusion 3-2-1,
It's me,
and
Blue
all
Fusion
he does is
3-2-2.
click U-turn.
Pivot,
I'm a
pivot,
draft player, so
You're right,
That's
draft
what we
player
do.
must pivot.
that's what we do.
And
Yeah.
and speaking of the fusions that are blue, counting down from 3 to 2 to 1.
Oh shit, hold on.
That's this team.
Cook. They don't call him a sports scientist for no reason.
Ooh, and if you look at the pivoters on this team, there aren't as many as the last team we saw,
No,
which
worst
good
team,
thing
question
because maybe that'll mean that he plays better.
mark?
Yeah, that shit's not happening.
You know what? You're right. Bro's gonna
Um,
switch in his Excadrill into a Focus Blast and risk losing the game for literally no reason.
That shit pissed me off.
I
Let's not
still
get
won.
into that. You
I
should.
still
Yeah,
won.
because
You
you're a
deserve to
lucky
lose.
son of a
You
bitch.
deserve to lose. You are a lucky son of a bitch. Speaking of lucky son of a bitch, you got round 3 Wellspring. How you feeling
Yeah.
about that, big dog?
That
Yeah, I
was
speechless when he got that.
Round 4
Yeah.
Zapdos too. Like that's
Yeah,
not, that's
that
not
was
crazy. but
crazy.
it's
That's
a little
pretty crazy.
the one thing that kind of got into this team is the round 2 Dreads is a controversial pick for some people. I like it myself,
For-
however,
for you
initially,
yourself,
when we were planning out, when we were building a draft plan around Iron Valiant, the idea was to go Terra, Excadrill, and Sand with T-Tar, just because I think that's a very fun offensive combination. But we really, I say we because I built this team with Za, but
Listen, you
Oh,
have no one to
God.
blame but
The
yourself for
cabal.
that second pick. You have no
I
one
know.
to blame but yourself.
Oh, he's blaming himself. He's blaming himself.
I'm
Let him
I'm
blame
not
himself. bro.
blaming Za at all for this. It's just, when round 2 came around, we weren't entirely sure what pick we wanted to make, and Treads was there, and I think it's a very solid mon all around, so I'm not too upset with this, especially with how this team ended up kind of coming along.
Yeah, I mean, getting
Uh,
Wellspring round 3 really fucking,
Yeah.
really fucking justified the
Yeah.
round 2 Treads, huh?
Yeah, one thing I will say is trying to round out that last 3, well, more so the last 2 was a bit of a challenge. And I think if this was a 7-man draft team, I would be pretty satisfied with this. The last 2 are just kind of whatever.
Yeah, it gives
But
you.
yeah, those are my
I
thoughts.
think they're important though. I think Ursaring in particular is important. Ursaring is a super underrated one, probably.
For sure.
It's a really nice ghost check. You have to be a little bit careful of Trick, obviously, but that's a move slot taken up. Which means that if you're like a Spectre or like Scarf Trick, excuse me, Scarf Trick to snipe Ursaring, all of a sudden maybe you can't run, Wisp for Azumarill or Sub for scaring something out, and then
Actually, running Trick Ring target
nope.
is what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And then
Don't
losing
leak
to
my
High
set.
Dragon,
Don't
question
leak
mark?
my set.
You're right, Tito. My bad.
I will bring quick ring target.
Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
pretty
the
good.
Earth Ring though, like I feel like Quick Feet is like super undervalued here. Like obviously Guts just makes it hit that much harder, but you could catch people by surprise whenever you're burned or whatever, and then all of a sudden you outspeed and just hit them with a giga boosted facade. Because 130 attack on this mod is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
There's
having that double
certainly
speed
is a thing
kinda
that
crazy.
you can do, but then you have to be jolly most of the time, and you don't get
Yeah.
to use any move other
mean-
than facade. Which most of the time you don't
well,
need,
Earth
right?
Ring, I mean, yeah, a lot of the time you don't need anything. Well, it gets dark coverage, right? Like it gets like Night Slash or knockoff or something to hit ghosts.
Yeah, but you are
Surely.
burned. Or God
Oh, yeah,
forbid,
makes sense.
paralyzed.
So I love how it seems your guys' entire favorite point about my team is the
I love the
summed
bear,
up in
man.
about 4 points out of
Yeah,
the 115 I had.
It's the fun talking point of the team. I don't want to talk about your fucking boring ass top
Oh,
6.
you have Valiant and Shreds and Wellspring.
Valiant
Okay.
Fredge, Terra Wellspring. Wow, you're so original. What a Gen 9.
Yeah, man.
player. Wow.
Sounds good,
Yeah,
bro.
that's great, bro. Jesus,
I
bro. I
want
want
to talk about how
bear.
to cook with the bear, bro. Come on now.
And the High Dragon,
How good-
kind of interesting.
The top 4 is the second rocker is Hydreigon, and
I'm
Yeah.
so
I mean-
happy that you changed top 6 to top 4, Tito, because I could not agree more.
yeah, that's my like. We got a rocks issue here. I mean,
We
I
do.
also have the same somewhat issue, but at least I have a third option.
We do have a hazards issue. This is very true. And it's unfortunate because you've got great knock support. And I know,
Also-
Blue Fusion, that you love a good set of knockers, so this is
I
this is
do.
sad.
Yeah, we got
Love-
all the knockers. We got all the knockers. Big knockers.
Big knockers on
Well,
this team.
all he does is click knockoff U-turn. That's all he does. If that's all he could do every single game, that's what
That
he
would be
do.
great. That would be incredible if he had any hazards.
True. That is like my one big thing that I don't like with this team is the hazards aren't there, unfortunately. But
Yeah, I
Get a
agree.
ghost instead of Kricketune.
True. You know what you do have though, Blue Fusion? You do have a Azumarill. That's all you need.
I do.
What
True.
the fuck? Bro, this is not Baxcalibur, and this is not Dragonite. This is a Azumarill. What are we...
You
Huh?
clearly do not know Azumarill's game.
Okay,
This guy is
okay,
not a
okay,
knower.
okay.
It's wild. Alright, bro. Alright. I can't wait till Blue just beats your ass with this fucking Pokemon.
That would be the day.
Blue has me to thank. I definitely was looking at Ogerpon and Zapdos, and I didn't take them because, well,
Yeah,
Ogerpon, I
yeah.
didn't know he was gonna draft, but Zapdos, I was full on gonna
Well,
snipe.
In
the shit out of
the what was being rumored was that he was gonna take Palafin, and then he went and talked to some false prophets, and for
That is
whatever reason, took
exactly
Trent.
what
So
the Zara is.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Bro
True.
has the red hyphen on deck. That's a deep
Anyway, I
cut.
think-
That's a deep religion cut that somebody out there cracked up at and nobody else understands.
I think we've done enough talking about this losers
Piece
team.
of shit team.
And then we can go on to the number
That's
one
not very
team.
nice.
The number one team in all of Free Shock. The guy that probably doesn't even want to be here, but he's here anyway.
I don't even want to be here,
Monkey.
bro.
I played this week 1, and I'm not happy.
It's a good team, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You did this to yourself.
I did not. I had no control over the schedule whatsoever.
Anyway.
a guy who's like, I stayed up for 4 hours doing the scheduling because I can't just click
Oh,
randomize.
God, he says schedule. Ugh.
Yeah,
I
of course I
was
do,
up
'cause I'm not
until-
a fucking
Fucking
inbred
British.
slack-jawed yokel.
Wow, those are some hurtful words. Too bad I don't give a fuck.
It's fine. He's British. He suffered enough.
Uh.
He can say those things.
You're right.
Thank you, Blue
Anyway,
Fusion.
Meow, Terra Keldeo, Dragonite, Ogerpon, Earthflame.
Yeah.
He loses to
That's a
Terratorn.
sick ass top 4.
He loses to Terratorn. Thoughts?
Yeah, Torn looks a little scary for this
Thoughts,
matchup. I can
prayers?
agree. Yep.
Terra
Very many-
Electric Keldeo, I guess.
Also,
Yeah.
Masquerade outspeeds and probably kills, but yeah.
Oh, true. True.
If you
I
could
do
just
like
ignore
the
that
fact that
point.
I do like the fact you have Ogerpon, Hearthflame, and 2 spinners. That's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
took all the spinners.
And
That
then
is always
you're,
nice.
you know, I don't particularly like Tinkaton myself, but for this team it works.
Yeah, Tinkaton's good. I mean, I think just a nice util. It always gets util. There's the thing about Tinkaton is it will always get util, just like Mesprit will always get util, just like Quillfish will always get util, just like Sableye will always get util.
Yep.
And
I did notice that after the top 4, the rest of the team is almost entirely util,
Yeah, which is fine
Yeah,
by
I
me.
which is all you
I
really
think
need.
that's
But
fine, because
Yeah.
the top 4 are just so offensive.
Special
no,
attackers.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
Yeah,
it's,
it's just it's an observation.
It's
Special
just
attackers
the-
could be an issue, but I guess you can some weeks run stored power Mesprit if you're feeling a little bit tasty.
True.
Terra Water, Choice Spikes, Hydro Pump, Keldeo.
Guy
That's
like
all
me
you
is
need.
never running Hydro Pump on Keldeo. I
Yeah.
don't want to run that,
Agreed.
I can't lie.
That's because you just don't know ball.
I'm not missing. I don't want to
I think
miss.
it's the fact that you don't know ball.
That's, you know what, Aiden? You're alright,
What do you
buddy.
mean?
You're alright, buddy.
This is the same guy, by the way, that said Iron Boulder, regular Iron Boulder is absolute trash, which I'm not saying
It
it's
is.
good.
It's dog shit. It's
I'm
dog
not
shit.
saying it's good,
It's not dog
but
shit,
it's
bro.
not dog shit. And he
It
also
is.
hates gouging
It's not.
fire for zero.
This guy is so
For
silly.
zero reason he hates gouging fire.
Oh,
It's crazy.
God, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
my
go watch
hate
our,
for
you can go
my
watch our
hate for
lower
gouging
tier
fire is a bit over exaggerated there, but I am absolutely right about Iron Boulder.
No, you're
This guy
not.
just
But
dies
that's
with
okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I
no,
am.
When
Yeah,
when
honestly,
me,
I don't
when
like
me
Boulder
and,
either. But
when look, it's
It
not
is fast,
great,
so-
but it's fast and it has
Exactly.
an incredible
It's
stab
fast.
move.
Incredible stab move, and its attack stat is decent. You just slap a lorb on it, and
And it still won't
do
fucking
damage.
kill.
It doesn't have to
You don't
Oko
need
everything.
it to. You don't need it. You don't need it to
Ah,
fucking Oko everything.
it has
That's not what you're
124
spending
fucking
points for.
speed.
It's a fucking breaker or a cleaner when shit is chipped or
Oh.
2 chip. What the fuck?
It
do you not
still won't
understand
kill.
about that?
Bro,
It
bro,
still will
bro,
not
I'm
kill.
losing my mind.
I am
I'm losing
telling
my
you,
mind. I'm losing
it's
my mind.
still
Cares?
will not
Who
kill.
The fuck, who the fuck cares if it
The
does
person
not
with Iron
kill?
Boulder
That's
cares
not what-
because they just
Bro,
lost the game because
You're
it won't kill.
such a fucking virgin. That you know, you know what? That's exactly what you are.
Okay, big guy.
It's so crazy.
I just
Oh, it doesn't kill. Oh, it doesn't kill. What's your other argument for that Iron Boulder is bad? Is all you're gonna say? It doesn't kill. It doesn't kill.
You know
and
what,
can
guys?
stop
You know
repeating
what, guys?
yourself.
I think Meowscarada is bad because it doesn't Oko everything. Thoughts?
Ah, you know what? True. It's not.
And
even-
actually, it's
Except-
slower than Iron Boulder.
Yeah, it's terrible mon. Less attack stat too.
Less attack
only
too.
110. Yep.
You know what, guys? I think Ogerpon Hearthflame is actually a shit mon. It's so weak to rocks. You just can
It's-
never bring it in.
You just can't bring it in, bro.
So shit.
It's
Why do you draft it? You
worthless.
can't ever bring it in. So
For real. Low key, just drop your whole team. It's weak to Iron. It's weaker than
True.
Iron Bolt.
It's weaker than Iron
True.
Boulder.
Your
Pick up Iron
whole
Boulder.
team is weaker than Iron Boulder. It's gotta go. I want to see 10 Iron Boulders the next time we look at this team, please. Thank you.
And that team would drop in ranking significantly.
I
No,
think
he did.
I know. I'm
Maybe-
sorry. I
maybe
think
your
10
ranking.
Iron Boulders is better than every other team on this list. Are you kidding me? 10 Iron Boulders. You don't even need 10, but he's got it
Yeah.
anyway. For all.
It's just 6. I guess back to the team.
So, yeah,
We don't need to say anything about this
Are
fucking
we
team.
gonna?
He knows what it is, bro. He knows what it is. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I watched Kuma play a game before, and I copied his team, and it's whatever, bro.
Wait, wait.
This is
we
actually
need
pretty
to
true.
we need to point out that like over 80% of his team all knockers. The top 2 teams all have
Blue Fusion,
knockers.
please tell me how much you love a good set of knockers on a team.
It's a very high quality move. You know what? That's why Meow is actually better than Iron Boulder, because Meow can click knock.
Great set of knockers.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
my argument.
Wow. That's such a great argument, Blue Fusion 321. You know what? What are your other great arguments, huh? I would really love to hear them.
It also has U-turn.
Oh
True.
my god! The 2 things that he just busts for on
And it has
Untitled
spikes. Hold on, guys.
Crazy.
Now I figured it out.
Who knew that
No wonder he hates Iron Boulder.
good
He's not
moves
on U-turn.
can make him on good? That's
Blue Fusion.
crazy
Blue
knowledge.
Fusion, are you sexually attracted to Meowscrider?
What a weird fucking question. You should just log off this call right now.
I mean, he didn't say no. He didn't.
He
say
did.
no.
That is crazy deflection. Can we point that out? Can we get the press on that? That is absurd deflection.
Good.
Have you ever just heard a question
Bro,
so
he has still not
fucking
said no,
stupid
by
that
the
you
way.
just
He has still
can't
not
even-
said no.
it
Wasn't
is
a good question.
it's a question so fucking dumb. I can't even
Before we get
There's
too much
no-
further off track,
there's
we
no
should-
way to
we
entertain
should
that.
end this. We should end this.
No,
and
wait,
end
no.
on
I need him
this.
to. I need to hear him flounder
Monkey's
and not
really
say
enjoying
no.
this part of it.
I
This
don't
is his
entertain
Monkey's
that.
I'm
favorite part. Leave it alone.
99% sure that all of the viewers that were watching this stopped when we got to like.
Bro, they only watch. They only watch their own team anyway. It doesn't matter.
True.
Oh,
You're welcome,
so
Monkey.
so it's not a no.
It is absolutely a no.
That's
Okay.
quite
It
a
took you too long to say it.
yeah.
Took too long, yeah.
It took a while, and then he's like, "Yeah, no, it's definitely a no, though, guys. But like, just to be clear, it's absolutely a no.
Guys, it's a no.
It's definitely a no, guys." And with that revelation, I think maybe it's time to end the video.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Crazy.
Please link Blue Fusion up with your best stuff, and have a great rest of your day.
Bye bye.
See you.